Hi, so we're going to manually scale on the VMSs using Azure PowerShell. So let's see how to do that. So we're back on the Azure portal and we need to go to the Cloud Shell and let's go to PowerShell, confirm. And now our PowerShell is fully loaded. So first of all, we need to see the VMs that are currently deployed on the VMSs. So let's use this command. It says get Azure VMSS VM, so the VMs in the VMSS, and you use the resource group, which is RG Lab oh 07, and would also use the skill set name, which is the VMSS Lab oh 07. So let's copy that and we'll come here and paste and let's run that. And now we can see that we have two VMs in the VMSS and we have with instance 0 and 1. And we can see the instance ID 0, 0 and 1. And is currently deployed, has succeeded in East US. So let's go to the portal and also confirm that. So minimize. I'll go to virtual machine skill set. And we can see the virtual machine skill set lab oh 07 and we'll select that. And now we can see 2 of 2 succeeded. So go to instances and we can see the 2 virtual machines that are currently deployed and running. So let's go back. We're now going to add a new virtual machine and that means we're going to scale out with PowerShell. So to do that, we would use this command. It says we need to first get the current skill set, which is what we just did. So we'll put that into a variable VMSS, and once we put it in that container, we'll now set and update the capacity of the skill set. So this time we require 3 virtual machines to exist, and we go to the variable which we have here. Then we're going to the property SKU, and within that we are going to change the capacity. So we'll make it 3. And after we've done that, we'll now run the update command. That's update Azure VMSS. Then we'll use the resource group name, which is RG Lab oh 07, and the name, which is the VMSS Lab oh 07. And we'll now call the virtual machine skill set variable, which is VMSS, which we currently have set the SKU property under that the capacity to 3 virtual machines. So once it updates that, it would add the new virtual machine into our list. So let's copy all this, copy, and we'll come here to paste it, and we can deploy the command. So we'll give it some time to make our changes, and let's minimize, and we're going to refresh. And now we can see it's creating the virtual machine. That's the 3rd virtual machine that we would need here. Let me bring this down a little. And now we can see that the PowerShell has deployed the extra virtual machine. So let's refresh this and we can see that it's currently running. And if we maximize and scroll up, you can see that the provisioning state has been succeeded. So let's go back to the portal, minimize, and let's confirm that. As we can see, it's currently running. And if we go back to the VMSS, that's the overview, and we copy the IP address and we come and paste it here to see our website, we can see that now we are using 00. Let's reload, and now we have 001. So let's go stop this just to prove that the virtual machines are working. So go back to instances and let's stop the first 2. So stop, and the one that we just newly created is the one we want to show up. Let's refresh, and it stopped. So let's go back and refresh this page, and now we can see it's taking the server with instance ID 9. So we'll come back here and let's restart this, and we want to go back to the Cloud Shell, and now we use the same command to take away the virtual machine which we just created. So we're going to remove one virtual machine. So we'll come back and we'll do the same thing. We have the variable which is created, and this time we're going to demand that we need only 2 virtual machines, and we're going to run the update. So copy this again, copy, and we're going to paste it here, and we'll run it. So let me reduce this. And if we refresh, we can see that the virtual machine has been removed, and now we only have the virtual machine with instance 0 and 1. So let's come back and refresh this page, and we can see it's now using the virtual machine with instance 1. So we've successfully been able to scale out and scale in from the VMSS using PowerShell.